Okay, we get everybody.
You're all good.
All right, thank you. Okay, it is 7 o'clock. I'd like to call to order a regular meeting of the Brookfield Inland Wetlands Commission. Today is Monday, the 24th of February, 2025. My name is Sharon Fox. I act as chair of the commission. To my left is Mr. Tom Keller, who is the commission vice chairman, and further down, Mr. Rob Scalera, who is an alternate. All three of us will be voting members this evening. Also with us, down to the far side, is Ms. Cassandra Varian, who is our recording secretary. And further down on my right, Ms. Laura Barkowski, who is the Inland Wetlands Enforcement Officer. So, we'll start with the officer's report, active sites, the new school. Again, we're just waiting for a simple email that says the wetlands were created as per the plan, or we had to make some changes in the field, and we don't have that, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and we're holding off the final CO till we get that. 58 Old Grays Bridge Road, we're keeping this here. This is a project that has some contaminated soil, which is a big effort, and once that contaminated soil is removed, there is 4,000-ish, plus or minus, of created wetlands that needs to be done on that property where that contaminated soil is, so we're keeping an eye out on that one. 500A Federal Road, Toll Brothers. I said we haven't had a big rain, we had a big nasty icy snow thing, but so no new report from them, but the last one seemed good. Okay, on to enforcement. 35 Merwin Brook. Laura, I'm going to ask you there is a little bit of an update. I saw some emails.
So there was an email update from Mr. Kinsella in response to Anoto's notification that he needs to be in attendance to the meeting. Mr. Kinsella said that he would not be in the meeting and that we can contact his attorney. I actually went ahead and forwarded this correspondence to the town attorney.
Okay.
Also asking for a little guidance on what the next steps should be here.
Okay. Well, I do make note that in his February 12th email, he said the plantings will be done this spring. So I guess I would, if we could better understand what that meant, because spring ends the 21st of June. Is that what he's talking about? So that might be one of the items, that our attorney can maybe help us put together. Again, we dealt with the violation, and I think it was, God, this has been 2 years now, like the fall of 23, and everyone, we said, and they apparently agreed because they did not disagree, that the plantings would be done in the spring of 24. Nothing happened. We chased them, and they said they couldn't do it. But then at that time, there was no plan for when they would do it. And part of that, of course, is what the lack of communication, the lack of updates, the lack of a firm plan, and then implementation of that plan is why we have fines in place. So maybe that'll help the attorney. Anything you guys have on any other thing you want to mention on 35?
No, I think you covered it fairly well as far as timing and.
Okay. It's like I said, it was unnecessary what was done. I mean, that is a little water course back there that has been untouched for 100 or so years. I'm sure it was logged in the colonial days, but no need to, remove a big portion of that riparian buffer. Okay, 549 Federal Road. I think there's another quick update on this one, Laura?
Correct. So he had previously contacted us that he was not going to be able to come to the last couple of meetings due to health issues, but he would come before us at the February 24th. We sent a reminder email saying we expect somebody to be here at this meeting. We got back correspondence that they won't be able to attend this meeting or any wetland commission meetings until March 24th.
When I was in the office today getting ready for the meeting, I think Amy mentioned that she had heard, maybe this is maybe it's not correct, that the owner of the property, who is the one we're corresponding with, is out of town.
It does say traveling, I believe.
Or traveling.
I
Okay.
don't know what that entails, but.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, it says out of town.
Yeah. So I don't know. Tom or Rob, how you feel. I mean, we certainly want to be empathetic, you know, to an individual health, you know, this is not, it isn't like the wetlands here has been destroyed. It isn't like there's an ongoing threat, you know, to the wetlands. So I think it's reasonable for us to be empathetic to his health concerns. But still, we need a plan. We need to better understand what happened and what they did, and are they planning anything else? And so being in health concerns is one, but traveling seems something a little different. So my suggestion is that we reach out to the owner of the property and say, look, you know, we understand you're traveling, you might word it a little different, that's okay, but if you can't make it on the March 24th, we will insist upon an agent.
Yes.
You know,
I agree.
we'll insist upon
On the
an agent
24th.
on the 24th to be able to explain what the problem was, what they did to correct it, what the plan is, so we can get an application, you know, in place so that the property records accurately reflect what's going on at that address. Does that sound
Yes.
okay?
So who's gonna send this message?
The land use office.
Okay.
Okay, if he can't make it,
Someone has to make it on his
someone
behalf.
has to make it, who can speak to it. Okay? Anything else? Anything else on enforcement? Okay, we do not have a continued public hearing, we do not have any old business, we do not have any new business, I do not see any correspondence, which is gonna take us on to a review of the February 10th minutes. The only thing that caught my eye is over on line 85. And I think this, I mean, this was part of my update with my conversation with the company that's managing the POCD for the town. Again, I made several suggestions, you know, to them of things that could be included as a matter of water courses, or wetlands, excuse me, for wetlands. And I did really, one of my primary ones was to talk about riparian buffers. So I don't think that sentence that sort of starts on line 84, she said the plan for development should include all directives for all water courses. That doesn't make any sense to me. What I would suggest is, she said she recommended the plan should include protections for riparian buffers amongst several other items, period. And I don't remember anything about saying I would provide the commission with more information as it becomes available. So I would just strike that last sentence on 85 to 86. Yeah, I mean, I think what we did talk about, and you can add it or not, was that there is an upcoming townwide meeting or an informational meeting or an open meeting about the POCD April-ish.
Well, they were doing a survey, and
There was a survey.
The survey's closed.
Right.
It
Yeah.
actually closed on, last week. We have the results in. They are up on the POCD website, which is brookfieldpocd.com. If anyone wanted to take a look at it, there's actually an announcement going out in Spotlight. There is a public hearing just because.
Public hearing, there we go.
Or I should say
Public-
public workshop.
Public workshop, thank you.
About the POCD, which is scheduled for April 22nd in the Brookfield High School cafeteria.
Okay,
To also have a town hall style kind of meeting. It should be very interactive, and we look forward to as many people can attend as possible. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
We had a good turnout.
yeah, I'm gonna try and
what
make
was
it.
the total number of people that responded to the survey?
Can you give?
That's fine.
It's-
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
687, but I could be wrong on that.
Okay.
So don't hold me to that 100%, but it is.
So we picked up a decent amount the last
We
week.
did pick up a decent amount in the last week.
Cool,
We got over the 2% mark, which I guess is very common for people. We did not quite hit our 5% threshold, which we were going for, which sounds very low, I know, but for survey participation.
Yes.
all right, well, with those changes, Rob, Tom, you guys see anything else?
Didn't see any.
I'm good.
Okey-doke, well then I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for February 10th, 2025 with the changes on lines 85 to 86 that we talked about.
I'll second.
Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimous. Informal discussion.
I don't really have much for anyone.
You don't? Okay. We'll take that. Hopefully it'll be nice enough. I'm gonna go, now that the weather's nice, I'm gonna go see that beaver dam. I didn't wanna go, the ice was like treacherous.
Yeah, I'm gonna get down there too.
Yeah, treachery. All right, well, if there isn't anything else to talk about, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
I made the motion, Tom seconded, I hate that word. Seconded it, all those in